What's up, guys, and welcome to the Endure Diary. Right now I'm on a deload week, or a down week, or a recovery week. Whatever you want to call it, let's talk about it. Now, a down week, which is what I usually call it, is when you reduce your volume and intensity for a week so you can focus on recovery. For example, for me, I usually do about 3 weeks up, where I have high volume and high intensity, and then 1 week down, where I reduce all that and really focus on getting right, before I go back up into up weeks, intense weeks, high volume weeks. For example, for the past 3 weeks, I've been doing about 8 to 9 hours of running, which translates to about 50 miles with 6,000 feet of elevation gain because I've been in the trails. I also hit heavy strength work throughout the week, as well as mobility work, and I've been hitting 2 pretty hard quality workouts a week. This week, I'm going to end up doing 6.5 hours of work, which is going to be maybe 30 to 40 miles. I'm still doing 2 quality workouts, but they're much easier than what I would usually do. They're shorter in duration and shorter in intensity. And I'm cutting out my heavy strength work. I'm keeping in some easy pull-ups, and all my mobility work. So I'm still working the legs a little bit. I'm still working that range of motion, but I'm cutting out the heavy deadlifts, heavy squats, heavy shoulder press, weighted pull-ups. Those heavy workouts that you would do in a gym, I cut them out during my recovery week. And this allows my legs and my body, my energy to really be rejuvenated, and for me to really get excited about this hard work. Because it's hard to be excited about hard work. And that's one of the biggest advantages of a down week. It also reduces your likelihood of injury and will actually make you a better runner, because you get faster, your body adapts and changes to being faster when it's recovering, not when it's working. That's when you do the damage. That's the signal to tell your body to recover and get faster. The way I lower my volume on my down weeks is I cut out my long run. So I've been doing about a little bit over 2 hours in my long runs, and this week I'm only going to do an hour and a half. Usually my recovery runs and my easy runs are between 60 minutes and an hour and a half, and this week they're going to be 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I'm keeping in my strides because I have to keep that quickness in my legs. Today I did one of my recovery week workouts. Now, this workout wasn't all that hard to do. It's not going to increase my fitness that much. It's probably going to do a little bit, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're not really focusing on increasing my aerobic and anaerobic capacity. The workout I did is a minute on, minute off at threshold pace for 30 minutes. So that only amounts to 15 minutes of hard work at a little bit under 6-minute pace. Not really all that hard. I could probably do that workout for over an hour, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Who knows? Probably not 2 hours. The point of this workout was to focus on my efficiency, being relaxed while I'm running. The name of the game is to run faster while not working as hard. The name of the game is to run faster with less effort, to run relaxed and efficient. And so that's what I was working on in this workout. I didn't have to worry about being tired and the lactate acid burning up my legs. All I had to do is focus on running form and staying relaxed. And what happened in this workout is that my first half of the workout, my first 7 or 8 reps, I was hitting 0.16 in the minute on. And then my second half of the workout, I started hitting 0.17 and 0.18. And this is probably due to 2 things. One, I didn't warm up that well. I did some easy dynamics and then 2 miles of easy running, and I should probably be working at a higher intensity before I go into a workout. But 2 is that at the end of the workout, I was covering more distance in a minute while working at an easier pace based on my perceived effort. And I think this is because at the end of the workout, I started getting into that groove. I started relaxing and getting to my efficient, best running form right away. Whereas at the beginning of the workout, I think it would take me like 30 seconds of slogging and running with a fast pace, fast cadence, a little bit too slow of a cadence before I really settled in, maybe 30 seconds, 20 seconds in, and then glided the last 30 seconds. Whereas at the end of the workout, I think I was getting right into that good running form, that efficient, relaxed running form within 5 seconds, just right starting. So that's going to help me in the long term. That's going to help me in my workouts and races when I am dealing with fatigue and lactic acid and my mind telling me to slow down. Hopefully, because of workouts like this, my form is going to stay good. I'm going to stay relaxed. I'm going to stay efficient. Now, this workout also gives a specific skill advantage. It pays dividends to OCR racing. Because if you think about a Spartan race, any kind of OCR race, you're not just getting into the groove and running the same cadence, the same rhythm for an hour. You're constantly stopping. Your running is constantly being broken up. Whether it's going up and down hills, getting on a rope and then starting to run again, going into barbed wire, starting to run again, jumping a wall, starting to run again. That happens 30 times throughout a race, meaning that you can't just get into that groove, get into your good form and sit there. You have to be able to get into there quickly over and over and over again, which is what we do in this workout. That's why I'm going to do a workout like this on the week of my race. So when I get into the OCR race, my transition from obstacle to efficient running will be as fast as possible. Running, racing, especially OCR racing, is a skill. And that means you have to do skill workouts from time to time. It can't all just be pushing your heart rate. So after I finish out this deload week, I have 2 weeks of really high intensity, high volume work. Then I'm following those 2 weeks, I'm going to have 1 week of not a full deload week, but not a full up week, so I can rest a little bit into coming to the following week, which is Ohio, and then the week after that is the Tri-State New York Sprint at Bethel, where I'll also be racing. And to give you guys a little bit of background on me, 2019 I started Spartan racing. I started as an age group athlete. In the beginning I was not very good. I could not make the age group podium, but by the end of 2019 I was getting on every age group podium that I tried to get on. I was winning a lot. I was winning age group overall a lot, and at the end of the year at the Long Island Sprint, my time would have had me on the elite podium. So in 2020 I was going to be an elite racer, but then Corona and I did not race at all. 2021, here we go. At Ohio, at New York, my end-all be-all goal is to get on that elite podium. You've heard me say it before. That's what I'm focusing on. But if I don't, I'm still going to learn. I'm going to learn why I didn't get on the elite podium. Was the guys I was racing just faster than me? Were they better at obstacles than me? What was it that made me lose? If I do get on the podium, I'm going to learn what was it that made me not win. If I won, I'm still going to learn when the people who I was racing against gained ground on me. Every time you race, it's an opportunity to learn what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. So then, this summer, I'm going to learn to focus on whatever it was that I lost time on to my competitors. Only a couple weeks now till Ohio. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. You guys don't exist. I'll cut this part out.